Greetings friends, welcome again to my game room. Happy to see you here. One of the precious additions to my game collection includes this game. My mother gave this to me. Mom was the youngest of 9 children, and when the elder siblings would come home from school, she said they play bottoms up. So I thought I'd pull this one out and do a little research and talk to you about this game called Bottoms Up. Now, Bottoms Up is a very simple little game that was created in the early 1930s by the embossing company of Albany, New York. They made a lot of checkers and dominoes and games like that, and other game components as well as the Bottoms Up game. The game is a variation on the old shut the box type of game where you're rolling dice and claiming numbers. As you can see here, I've got a game laid out that you just lay out the 9 discs, roll the dice and claim the numbers just like a shut the box game. Apparently my mom's family had 2 copies of this so that 2 players could participate at the same time. If you understand the probabilities of dice, you can kind of choose which numbers are more likely to come up and get a pretty good score here. Now, the game was made in several different forms over the years. The embossing company licensed the game to E.S. Lowe in the late 30s, early 40s, and so you'll see some versions of the game that were made by the Lowe game company. In particular, they did a series of small bookshelf games and games that were specifically made to sell to troops overseas during World War II. And you can see the real deluxe version with 3 different colored pieces. E.S. Lowe is probably best known for the invention of 2 games in particular. One of them was bingo. There had been lotto games before, but Lowe is the guy that coined the term bingo. He also was very famous for creating the version of a little dice game that most of us know called Artsy. Ultimately, his company was sold to Milton Bradley in the early 70s for like $26 million, so he made out pretty well. As far as I can tell, it's the Drukes that made the final versions of the Bottoms Up game sometime in the early 50s. You can find these games at thrift stores, estate sales, flea markets, antique stores all over the place. They were a pretty popular game over the years in their various forms. And it's a fun little game to add to your collection. So thanks again for tuning in, and appreciate your support. Be sure to click the subscription buttons and the little bell there so we can notify you when we have another episode. And as usual, let us know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll look forward to seeing you in future episodes. So I close with my usual advice: be sure to play every day.